What's going on YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today at Litecoin. What we're going to be doing is looking at Litecoin on the 1 day time frame, but we're going to be stepping back and looking at the big picture of Litecoin. There's been so many people in the comments who are freaking out about Litecoin and other crypto coins. And guys, if you've made excessive gains, we can't be greedy in this space. Typically how cryptocurrency works, just so you can see back in this range here, you'll spend 90% of the time just grinding and moving up until that last 2 or 3 weeks when you get this climax volume and you go straight up. So basically in the matter of, let's see, since it was December 5th, 2017 to December 13th, 2017 last time, Litecoin went from about $107 all the way up to $421 in the matter of about 2 weeks. That's how this game works. So you spend 90% of the time like this where you're just grinding. You can see where we're just grinding up. And then that last 2 or 3 weeks, you get the last 50% of the move and it goes up extremely fast. That's at least how it's been throughout all the market cycles so far. Like I said, I got back in I got into this cryptocurrency market. It was roughly in like May or June of 2017. So I've experienced the entire rocket ship. I've experienced the entire bear market. I've been here for this stuff, and I just want you guys to realize that even in March, Litecoin was around $23. We were talking about it at $40. We went all the way up to $180, and people are saying that Litecoin isn't moving and Litecoin's not doing anything. I mean, guys, we can't be greedy in this space. Most major markets sometimes won't even move 20% an entire year, and we can get that in a day here, whether it be to the upside or the downside. So I think you really need to keep your priorities in check and just, patiently wait for these things. And you also need to know when to take profits. And that's why I try to teach you technical analysis. And I guess what I've been struggling with is there's been so many comments where people are just, freaking out or upset and this and that, guys. And to be honest with you, I love trading. And to make $10 doing these YouTube videos to deal with all the scammers and the spam and everything, it's just sometimes I go, is it worth it? Do I want to keep doing this? So if you want me to continue to keep doing these YouTube videos, let me know down low. I'd appreciate it. I try to help as many people as I can, but it just seems like so many people will do I need to buy now, or I need to sell now, or this or that, and they just don't get the long-term concept of what's taking place in cryptocurrency here, and they're not having a plan. My plan is if we get another parabolic move to the upside, something similar to that we had like this, and I see the RSI on the 1 day time frame up in the 90s, 95s again, I'm out. I'm going to take my profits. I'm going to be happy with it, and I'll continue to trade. I'm never going to marry a coin. That's just what it comes down to. I'm not going to marry a coin, and I'd suggest you wouldn't marry a coin either, because I've ridden coins all the way down through that bear market. I was trading through it, but there were some that I just listened to people and said, hey, hodl, hodl, hodl. And I hodled, and I tied up my capital, and I couldn't trade, and it was a big pain in the butt, basically. So you let me know what you're doing down low. I want to help as many people as I can. I guess it's just getting frustrating because people don't understand how markets work. And that's the number one thing that you have to realize. You have to put in the time to study this stuff for yourself. I'm never going to tell you when to buy. I'm never going to tell you when to sell. I'm going to show you the technicals. You decide. Are you a swing trader? Are you a scalper? Are you a day trader? Are you a position trader? Are you a long-term investor? There's so many different things that go into this. So many different things. And you have to choose which one you are and do the best that you can for yourself. Okay, so let's dig into this, guys. I apologize for that, but I just wanted to get that out there. Okay, so if you get something from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's dig into Litecoin here. So first of all, what I wanted to point out to you, we're sitting on a key resist or a key support area here, and that's roughly at about, we'll call it $115, $118 right in that range, because we're really zooming out here just so you can take a look at this. So this is the area that we're going to need to hold. If we can't hold this area, I would look down to the 100 moving average, and that's going to be back to around roughly $109 is where I'd look at support, and then it'd be down to about 93.53. And that would be this area right here. So that's if we do make a move to the downside. So if Bitcoin starts dropping, the whole market starts dropping, those are the downside targets I'd look at for Litecoin. Now in terms of the upside, you can see here what we need to get roughly over here in the macro sense. We're going to need to get up above 150, and that's going to be that round psychological number, then be around 153, then up to around 178.25 is going to be the overhead resistance. So that's right where we got to before, and you can see this cluster of resistance, and that's why we sold off. So what we've been doing is basically retracing. We're going to power up, and if we do end up getting that next leg up, that's what could take us up to around $200, somewhere in that range. 200, maybe 238, right up into here, but it's going to take that buying pressure. But one thing I want to tell you is we have not had that volume climax that would mark the top yet. We're not there. Okay, anything can happen in these markets, but we have not put in a true top, in my opinion, for Litecoin. I still believe there's going to be more legs up in the weeks and months to come. But that's just my opinion. Like we talked about, anything can happen. But, you know, in this formation here, you can see, guys, we basically had a massive double bottom here at around $22. From this area all the way to March here, and then since then, we've been in that nice uptrend. The RSI right now is sitting at about 46. So we have plenty of room to move to the upside if that's the case. But what I wanted to point out is last bull market, as you can see, when we were having these retracements, they could be up to 52%, 60%. I mean, you get these rips to the downside, and that's where you have to be prepared. You know, even if you had buy orders off this 200 moving average when this happened the last time, from 97 all the way down to about $34, you would have picked these up and you would have made that massive move to the upside, that ride. So limit buy orders are something that can really help you in this space. But as you can see, I wanted to use the arithmetic chart. I'm typically on the logarithmic chart, but this looks a little bit different just to really show you those patterns. Okay, so you can really see here, and that's important. If we get into Litecoin on the technicals right now and take a look here, so on the 1 year to date, we're up 213%, guys. We got to be grateful about that. I guess that's the thing. There's so much, and I'm not saying you guys are, but I'm just saying so much ungratefulness in this space that people want 100x on their stuff. That's not, it doesn't happen all the time. It's not logical. You know, if you make 20%, 30% on a trade, be happy with it, guys. That's amazing. You killed it. Read some books about it. So on the 1 day time frame here, we have an 11 sell, 9 neutral, 6 buy, oscillators 3 sell, 8 neutral, and a 0 buy, moving averages 8 sell, 1 neutral, and a 6 buy. If we get to the 1 week time frame, we have a stronger buy here. We have a 2 sell, 9 neutral, 15. Oscillators 1 sell, 8 neutral, and 2 buy. So what we're looking at here is in the longer term, we're looking better than we are in the shorter term. If we get into this right here, and I just want to zoom into the price action, give you a little bit of an update on this. So we are basically looking at a triangle here. Let's redraw this. So we'll go basically here. We're just going to try to get as many touches as possible. 1 second. Let's get our trend line. And let me know down below what you've been doing with Litecoin, guys. I'd love to hear it. And just the cryptocurrency space in general. Have you been trading, focusing a lot on that? So you can see if we redraw this, we can still be in this little like pennant symmetrical triangle type deal. Typically symmetrical triangles are 30 days or longer, but you can see we're trying to hold in pink here this 50-day moving average. Trying to defend that right there, trying to get up through the 20, so we're getting that squeezing effect here. So in my opinion, some type of a break here is going to be coming soon, whether it be to the upside or downside, no one knows yet. We're going to have to wait and see which direction we end up getting pushed, and then to see if we get some follow through from that. But like we talked about, we're at 46 on the RSI right now, so not too crazy. We have plenty of room to make a strong move to the upside, but just be prepared. You can drop this much here. Just to give you an example, in 1 day basically, or it'd be about 2 days it was, you can drop 40% in 2 days, but you can also go up 40% in 2 days in this space, and that's the stuff we have to be ready for. You know, not financial advice. If I'm a longer-term investor, I'm still holding on to my position and just letting this ride right now. If I'm a shorter-term trader, I'm really watching this 50 moving average, watching this 20, watching this squeeze, seeing what's going to take place. So that's what I wanted to bring to you today, guys. Just be patient. I guess that's the main thing. Let me know if you want me to continue doing these videos for everybody. I appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you all. Take care.